Today we are riding the all-new BSA Bantam 350 and the new BSA B65 Scrambler. But in this video we're going to tell you our initial impressions of this all-new 350 motorcycle. Now, starting with this 350cc liquid cooled engine, I can tell you we've had a nice long ride on it today, and it pulls very well in each gear, so it will get up to over 70 miles an hour, and in sixth gear it will pull that gear very easily, and it will accelerate through all the gears very nicely. It's very good in traffic, it'll burble along very comfortably, so it's a very tractable engine. It does have a nice sound to it as well. When you let off the throttle it pops and burbles, and when you rev it, it really does want to rev. It does sound very nice indeed.
What do you think? Not bad, is it?
I don't ride, that's right.
Now, the 350cc engine that's in this Bantam 350 is a slightly different version of the 350s you see in some of the Jawa motorcycles, but this has been mapped differently and some of the internal components have been changed. This engine produces 29 horsepower at 7,750 RPM and 29.6 Newton meters of torque at 6,000 RPM, making it the fastest, most powerful 350cc in its category.
Oh yeah, it's got some go in it. It picks up, sounds nice. It's a nice engine. Not got much low down torque, but once you pick up the revs and you get to sort of 5,000, then it really starts to go.
Now, I'm 6'2", and this is the riding position, and riding along I found it to be very comfortable. Got nice wide handlebars, but one very notable feature of this bike is the geometry. Now, the rake, that's the steepness of the forks, is about 29 degrees. I think, I'll put it up on the screen. Is it 29 or? Exactly 29. It's 29 horsepower, 29 Newton meters of torque, 29 degrees, easy to remember for some people. But that makes the handling very stable, which is lovely because there's a trend at the moment to get steeper and steeper and steeper and steeper every year. You get these horrible twitchy motorcycles. This isn't like that at all. It's a lovely ride and it handles the city traffic beautifully, but once you get onto the open road and open it up, very stable, and you can ride it as fast as you like up to the legal speed limits. So here we are in London on the new BSA Bantam 350, and the first impressions of this bike are amazing. It's very peppy. It certainly feels like it's got some oomph. It's very responsive. And the handling is really good because you've got a 29-degree rake on this, which is very unusual for a modern motorcycle, which will give you lots of stability. And the handling in the city so far is really good. I'm loving it. Darcy's next to me here, Freddie Dobbs is behind, and there's a massive riders on BSAs. There's the Scrambler 650 launch and the BSA Bantam 350 launch all at the same time. And there must be 50 of us just riding out through London. So something that is important when you're buying a motorcycle of this capacity is how well it cruises at motorway speeds. And this bike can comfortably sit at 70 miles per hour, and it will go a little bit faster as well. Obviously, depending on how heavy the rider is, then the slower it will go. But I found it no issue sat at 70 miles an hour. It's got 6 gears. All the gears are a lovely ratio, and it pulls very smoothly throughout the rev range. You do find that the power band is right at the top, so this engine likes to be revved a little bit more than its air-cooled competitors, because this is a liquid-cooled engine.
Let's see what it sounds like under a bridge. Not bad. Love the pops it does when you do on the overrun. Really nice. Really nice.
Whew. Now, we knew these BSA motorcycles were going to look the part, so we had to match the bikes and look the part ourselves.
So today we are wearing our and Sons clothing. I've got this beautiful corduroy cab jacket on. I love this jacket, it's my favourite jacket I've ever owned. All of their clothes are stunning to look at, they're practical, they're high quality, and that's why we choose and Sons.
Now the nice thing about wearing and Sons clothes is they're very practical, so you've got lots of pockets for bits and pieces, got a camera in there, some spare batteries, which I've just moved, so they're not in the pocket right now, but it's very handy to have that sort of thing, so we do highly recommend them.
So our 20% discount code and link for and Sons can be found in the description, so make sure you check them out.
Yeah, these bikes have a nice sound. We're sitting here at a traffic light and they've got a nice thud, bub, 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 bub. Don't know if you can hear it on the mic. Sorry?
Especially 20 of them.
Yeah, exactly. And looking behind at this BSA Bantam in front of me, got quite a wide tyre. It's not a tiny bike, is it?
No.
And this girl in front, I don't know how tall she is. She's sort of tiptoey. At 6'2", that's easy, isn't it, for us?
Yeah.
I'm flat-footed. But nobody's struggling with the bike for size.
I think this is going to do really well. I mean, this is a bike that you could go and do your A2 licence, pick up one of these and have an absolute blast on it, and everywhere you go people are going to go, oh, what's that? Oh my god, BSA brought the Bantam back. It's going to spark many conversations, this motorcycle.
Now having a look front to back, you've got the conventional forks, which I've mentioned about the rake on that, very nice. Alloy wheels, which will be very easy to clean, disc brake there. We've got a nice round circular headlight at the front, very stylish, very classic looking. And a beautiful speedometer in the centre, which is where it should be, and it's a digital readout. Easy to see the speed, a little bit difficult to see what RPM you're doing, but my goggles were tinted. Excuse the noise, we are by a main road here. Can't avoid it, there's not many places to go. We've got very little time to do this. The tank is nice, you can squeeze it with the knees, it's a nice shape. The engine's very good looking and it's water cooled, as we've already mentioned, but it still has the fins for that look, which is lovely. Nice flat bench seat, plenty of room to move around on. Twin shocks at the back. Suspension's kind of firm, which is over bumps. You do feel it a little bit, but the handling thus is quite nice if you're in a sporty ride, and it'll corner nicely and all that sort of thing. Now at the back here you've got a mudguard which is a little short, and you've got an extender here. I'd like to have seen that to be more of a classic fully encompassing mudguard, but that's just a little niggle.
Now that is what I call a BSA comeback. Look at all these BSAs. So many of them. Now I just want to say that with this bike being a liquid cooled single, it means that you do get better performance. So if you're looking for a more sporty, smaller capacity bike, this offers that. But I think in standard form without an exhaust, you don't get as much character with a liquid cooled engine as you do with an air cooled one.
If you're thinking about buying a motorcycle, you now have more options. From BSA, you have the Bantam 350, which we're on, and this afternoon we'll be swapping over and riding the new BSA Scrambler 650. So we're doing a separate video on that, and then we're going to be having both bikes at our house, where we're going to do a full comprehensive review there as well. So stay tuned to this channel, Mr. Darcy and the Old Man. If you'd like to subscribe, you won't miss anything. Your notifications will pop up, and then you can see more about these bikes. Now, the exhaust on the Bantam 350 is a very good looking bit of kit. It's sort of a blend between modern and retro. You get a nice tone with this exhaust, but obviously it's not overly loud because it has to comply with all the regulations. But you do get a beautiful pop and burble when you come on the overrun. So when you let off the throttle, you get this lovely as you're coming to the traffic lights, and that always puts a smile on your face. So if you're not sold yet on this motorcycle, perhaps you will be after hearing its price, which is £3,500 plus on the road charges. So it's under £4,000. I think that is a hell of a lot of bike for the money. Sticking with the looks again, the front mudguard here could have done with being a little bit longer, but that's the trend at the moment. And you have a radiator here which isn't too large, which provides the cooling for the 350cc engine.
Yeah, we're tearing up the back streets of London. This is good fun. This is a great city bike, this is, seriously. Suspension's forgiving. So you've got Byberry brakes on this bike, single disc on the front and the rear, and the stopping power is excellent, really good, so no issues there. When you're in traffic, and we spent quite a lot of time in London traffic today, you do hear the fan as the engine starts to heat up. It's quite a loud fan, so you will notice that when you're stopped in traffic, but when you're going along, you don't hear that at all. One way to cause a spectacle. So if you want to know more about this BSA Bantam, then stay tuned, because we're going to be revisiting this bike for a longer period of time very, very, very soon. So make sure you subscribe so you don't miss the upcoming videos with this bike and the B65 Scrambler.